Jesus Christ, huh? We're back with the In the Gutter podcast.
In the Gutter. Kenny Capozzi.
Shawn Sarro.
And Big D's nuts on your chin.
Back at the secret location, East Boston. And today's episode is brought to you by Dank Nugs. If you see these motherfuckers on the street, you cannot find them in the dispensary. If you see them on the street, do not sleep. They're good shit.
Yeah, I just ate like 4 pieces of them dank nugs, and the motherfucker just lost the cap. That's how high he is.
Shit looks like weed, too. It's weird.
Yeah, it's like
No, it's not, it don't look like weed.
When I first,
like weed.
I was about to smoke it.
Yeah, it looks like weed.
Yeah, dude, when I first got these things, I thought they were just buds dipped in like.
Yeah,
are they sponsoring us for
So I
this?
cut it in half.
No, he's giving freebies away.
Dank Nugs, brought to you by Dank Nugs. Yeah. There's fire on the
Dank
street.
nugs, if you out there,
Tag
nigga, we
that.
need some free.
Tag them.
Every time I get edibles from the dispensary, I never feel it. Never.
Whoa. Dank nugs, you need to, you know what I'm saying, come through with some more edibles for a nigga so we can really promote your shit on the podcast because we're killing it out here.
Right, you will definitely get at least 1 or 2 more sales.
At least.
Probably from us.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not
Just
gonna
saying.
lie. If we gonna,
They're good. They're really good.
I'm not gonna front like this. The weed game out here now, because we live in Boston and weed is legal. Like the weed game out here now, people think that, you know, oh my God, my state's legal now, so I'm not gonna fuck that. The weed on the street be better than the shit in the dispensary.
They're paying no
Wicked
taxes.
expensive. The crazy thing about it is now, like when you talk to people be smoking weed because they have an ailment.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Oh,
Like,
no,
what the fuck?
well, it's like being on the
There's something
methadone
like-
clinic. It's like being on the methadone clinic. You're like, no, I'm a patient. My doctor, he just prescribed me medicine.
Yeah.
And
Could
now
you
I'm
imagine
on
if
it.
cocaine was like legal and
Mexico, baby. Mexico, they just passed recreational cocaine. Or wait,
Get outta
not
here.
all right, maybe not recreational, but decriminalized cocaine. Mexico.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty fucking positive, dude.
That's some smart niggas.
Yeah,
The shit was cheap as hell down there anyway.
Shit
Yeah.
should be legal anyways, you know.
Yeah,
If
they
you
just
want to fuck up your life, fuck up your body, go ahead, you know.
I
Why
agree.
should anybody
Blow
say
your
you
brains
can't?
out, don't wear a seatbelt. Well, unless it's like
I'm all for the legalization of crack.
just cracked out, right?
Just crack.
Just
Fuck
crack.
cocaine, straight to
It
crack.
don't matter. Nobody's smoking crack no more. Let's not-
Imagine if cocaine was illegal and crack was legal. How would that work out, you know?
That'd be fucked up because you'd see way more crackheads.
Wow.
You would totally see way more crackheads because people would just be like,
No, you
well, this is the legal one. Yeah, they were like, I can't fuck with that because it's illegal.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
The market for crack is not gonna. It's not gonna ever blow up.
They find some type of reason why crack would be medical. You know?
Big pharma? Probably. If they're pushing it.
I'd be
It'll lower your blood
I'd be
sugar.
smoking this crack for my back.
I'm sure it'll lower your blood sugar. You know what I'm saying? It's just high all day, not eating shit. You know,
Crack cookies.
crack cookies. Imagine that shit. Like this is the edible for crack. Niggas eating crack cookies or crack rock pops.
That's a waste of crack.
It is.
Yeah, don't work. I tried to
know.
sniff some before and I was in Bridgewater. It doesn't work.
I used to. I did that
Smoking
shit. I did
Yeah,
that
don't
shit
worry.
once. I had some. Somebody said they wanted some powder one time, and this isn't a former life of mine. Somebody said they wanted some powder. I only had like an 8-ball of crack on me, so I took the 8-ball of crack and just like grinded it down.
Yeah, no, do not.
To like powder.
You gotta like.
And then I gave it to motherfucker, that nigga. That nigga was pissed. I said, well, if you smoke it.
They're like, my nose is numb, but I'm not
I
high.
was like, what? Maybe he tasted it and was like, oh man, this shit tastes good. I was
I
like,
heard you gotta like break it down with like some like lemon juice
To shoot it.
No, but then you could sniff it.
I don't know about that.
I'm not sniffing no lemon coke.
But we were
No lemon crack.
We were like in
Crack
jail.
is
Like it
slow.
was like.
So what is it,
wasn't
like a lemon
jail, it
head
was like-
then?
No, we didn't have anything to do it. But people were trying to get like oranges and shit to try to like break it down to,
Sniff it.
because it just becomes smokable.
That's
Like
a
it
sad
just.
story.
It was
that just
sad.
sounds
It
really
wasn't.
crazy.
What's really
That's
sad
like
is like now you have the drugs and now you're like, fuck, we can't do them, dude.
It's like,
You know what I mean?
rolling up a blunt and nobody has a light.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's like, oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, that's.
And it's
that's,
like 2 a.m, no stores are open for a light.
I know. I'm just gonna eat the blunt.
People asking people for fucking Q-tips so they can pop the socket.
Oh yeah.
Get the fucking.
Get that shit
Get
going.
that Q-tip on fire.
Good old jail stories. I seen niggas in jail smoke crack with it was 2 staples and some batteries.
Oh yeah.
right on the toilet.
That works.
Going hard, lighting that shit up. I was like, wow, you guys.
Now, how do you spark a flame with two?
You got to put
You
the
gotta
batteries.
put the batteries on the.
You put like 2 paper clips, like one on the bottom, one on the top, right? And then you like get like something like paint flakes or something, and you put it on the because it heats up like a toaster.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
the coil
It gets
heats
like
up.
the coil heats up. So if you can get something a spark, like get a little flame off that. You know,
That's the only way.
Q-tip.
You have to have like some toilet paper or something.
toilet paper.
Some depressing shit.
Oh yeah, but I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
Drugs.
That's fine.
That's like living in jail is better for like, it's not better if you're on drugs, but it's like, it's acceptable. Whereas like if you're just like a psychopath, you know what I mean? You're like, ugh, that's who you should be. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
It's
right.
just like you're just
But if
fucking-
you're on drugs and you go to jail or whatever, the thing is most people that are like really fucked up and they go to jail, they actually do better in jail.
yeah, you sit sober up, put some weight on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Eating
you
all those
know.
starches and shit.
You know, I've been eating, man. I had a couple peanut butter sandwich. I'm getting my weight back, baby.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna be.
Nothing but pumping iron. Eat.
yeah,
You know what I'm
doing
saying?
dips.
You disrespect crackheads, you getting out, they get in the fucking jail, and next thing you know, they done got their weight back. Now they ready to fuck you up. They first come in or whatever, they ain't, you know.
Shaking.
Yeah, shaking and shit, twitching. The clone is geeking, you know. So yeah, man, fucking back on In the Gutter podcast, man. We got some things to talk about today. We're gonna talk about Dave Chappelle's new special. Since we're comedians, and we appreciate fine art. We're gonna talk
it
about
was
Dave
really
Chappelle
good.
shit. We're gonna talk about
A lot of people didn't like it though.
I think more people liked it than didn't like it.
I think motherfuckers like that. I
think
talked
we
to my
just
baby
hear.
mom. She said she hated it. I was like,
Oh yeah.
What did she hate about it though?
well, she's evil, so it doesn't matter. Like that's, you know, I expected that, but
Just she didn't like it. He liked it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
yeah, he likes that shit. Fuck him.
He was like, "You hear about the new Dave Chappelle special?" She was like, "Fuck that motherfucker."
No, she was like, that
He
nigga
ain't
paying his
funny.
child support though. I was like, oh, all right, bitch.
She's got a point, though.
Yeah, she got a point. I ain't gonna. It is what it is. But yeah. So for me personally, watching Dave Chappelle's special just brought me to a place where, as a comedian, where I was just like, this motherfucker is like Basquiat right now.
Yeah.
He's like painting the ultimate picture. Because, you know, not only were the jokes like good to the point where, for me, I can visualize it. It was like for me, like Dave Chappelle is like Scorsese. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's like he's like a master of
Dude,
suspense.
it's
type
25
shit.
years of experience.
But
Yeah,
do
it's
you
crazy.
think if you wrote that set now, right? If you personally wrote that set out word for word, right, before he released it, right? You know what I'm saying? And you
Right.
did that material, do you think it would be everyone going, holy fuck?
Of course not. No.
You know what I mean?
They wouldn't give a fuck because I wouldn't have no voice. See, the thing is Dave Chappelle done
He has a
made it,
following,
so
you
he
know?
has a following. He has a cult following at that. You know what I'm saying? I've always stood on this. Like one of the biggest things for Dave Chappelle's career was when he walked off the set of
Oh yeah, but
the Chappelle show.
became like a legend at that point.
because at
It was
that
like
point, then he's like the myth. He's like the
Yes.
legend. He's like the unicorn and shit. And then when he comes back. And then I think the first time he came back, people spotted him back. He did a show, and he got booed and all this other shit.
well, he was
and then-
known for like doing, still known like doing like hours.
Right.
You know what I
But
mean?
then he did a special, and that shit was. He got the Netflix shit, and that shit.
He
fire.
released 3 specials in like the past 2 years.
Yeah,
That's
but one
crazy.
was
That's
already
insane.
recorded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
One was the newer
Yeah, you
one,
said
and
that
now we
one.
just had the new one. That's the newest one, you know. But that's
I think the newest
take
one
a
is
long
his
time
best to date.
Yeah, it's fucking
To tell you the
great.
truth, you know.
That
Yeah, I'm not
he
gonna front. I think that
don't
shit is
give
a masterpiece.
fuck.
Yeah, it really is.
He don't give a fuck.
Without
Not
giving
only
it-
that, but the joke writing is very clever.
Oh, it's
you know?
fucking hilarious.
Unbelievable.
It's almost to the point where I'm like, yo, he had to have had writers with him or something. Obviously I don't think that, but it's like, damn, when you see something that good, you like, there had to be a team of motherfuckers.
I mean,
behind
maybe,
this
dude.
shit.
It could
There
be.
always-
I mean, like
there
Louis
there
does that
mostly
shit
is
with
a
Chris
team,
Rock
you
and
know?
shit. There's
There-
always like,
there usually is a little
yeah,
team.
there's some
That
somewhat.
shit is crazy, dude. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like if you ever want to have like an idea of what comedy should be or whatever, like, and I mean this in the sense of you know, not letting people censor you and you being able to speak your truth and doing it in a way where it's technical but funny. Sticks and Stones by far is probably one of the illest ones. Delirious, obviously, number one for me, and then this Sticks and Stones shit is just fire, dude. I would put it to like if I could rank specials that I've seen. Chris Rock had a special like right after.
Yeah, you know what special I love, dude? Eddie Griffin, Voodoo Child.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, that's so good. I remember that shit.
Is that what we went to Michael Jackson,
yeah,
dude? Oh, dude, that's
Yeah,
shit's
but he's been
great,
doing that
dude.
shit for forever. It was good. It was good. But
I remember my
Sticks
friend used to have the VCR tape.
Yeah,
We used to
yeah.
watch this shit all the
I
time.
had Raw on VCR tape, dude.
Sticks and Stones was that shit though, man. God damn, that was fucking classic, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, he's like Scorsese with that fucking microphone, dude. He just paints a picture and then boom, twists your shit off at the end.
Fucking
All the callbacks. I know you guys don't know what the
nuts,
fuck we're
dude.
talking about, but the callbacks and
But yeah,
shit.
you can
the
imagine
precision.
doing that at like an open mic or a bar show.
Oh, people would be fucking horrified.
Oh yeah. Let me put
Some
some-
people will be laughing. We'll get the same response we get now.
Exactly.
Right,
Do you know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah,
like they'll be
because
like some
honestly,
people,
it
and then
helps
these
with
other
the
people
form.
will be like just fucking. Oh my god!
If you think about
just
it-
to make a fucking themselves like, you know what I
If
mean?
you're
Like I
an
got
open
something to
micer-
fight for.
If you're an open micer and you're doing jokes and shit and you make it big and you're doing those same jokes or whatever, like, you're just going to get the same fucking laughs. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, not that you're going to get the same laughs,
Same
but...
laughs.
No, yeah, but you
Just
get
more
more people, and you get those people, like when you build up to that level, those fucking pockets of people you were getting all over the place
Right.
in rooms where like you didn't kill the room that night, but yet you had these people here
Yeah,
killed,
like-
dying. So now all of a sudden at that point you're getting all these people that are fucking. They're like, oh, dude, we like that. You know what I mean? We like that.
But
we
he's
like
at,
that.
you know, the biggest thing I think about the special is that Dave Chappelle's fearless, man. He said a lot of things that a lot of comedians want to say but did not say and won't say because they're afraid that they'll be blackballed. They're afraid that they'll be. But once you get to a certain point, it's like, fuck it.
I try to do that now for the most part, dude.
It's
You
like
know what
Louis
I mean?
C.K. You get so big to
I-
the point where you can just say nigger.
Think something's funny, I say it. You know what I mean?
Right. But at the level that we're at, it don't fucking matter. No, we can say whatever the fuck we want to say.
Yeah.
That too.
There's
That
no
too.
microscope
Nobody's gonna
on it.
record
If there was
you
a
and put you on
microscope
fucking-
on me for the
No.
shit that I say in my life or do,
But you won't get booked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're just known for going up there and just saying some retarded shit, dude, they're not
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
book
yeah,
you.
yeah, definitely,
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but
That's
we're not
true.
talking about doing retarded shit. We're just talking about just getting up there and just trying
Just
shit.
trying
not being
shit out.
afraid to try shit out.
Oh, right,
You know?
yeah. No,
'Cause
I agree.
The joke needs to start somewhere, you know?
Yes. Just like something that fucking, you know what I mean, happens.
and that's
something-
that brings me to a point. Like I did a mic not long ago. We was at the Midway, and a kid was on there and said a joke.
Are we talking about what happened a few weeks back? We already talked
Yeah.
about that all on this stuff.
Yeah, but it was like it kind
I
of
think
ties
we
into
did.
this though.
Yeah, we did. That was the fucking.
It was just
at
the whole shit.
at
The
Midway
chick was
shit.
just bugging out or whatever. But the guy said a joke, and a queer guy, a queer woman. I don't know what it was. Trans,
She
whatever.
was trans.
He was trans. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but she had a big issue about the shit or whatever, and I was just like, dude, like it's
They
a
were
fucking open mic.
I do. It was crazy.
It was nuts.
just-
But whatever.
They were just one of those people that want to make. They want the attention.
Yeah.
They want the
They make it
attention.
about them, yeah,
You know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
whoa, dude, we're in fucking society.
that?
You know what I mean? Slow the fuck down. You got something to say, get up there. You know what I mean? No one wants to hear your fucking opinion.
Even Sebastian Maniscalco's been getting shit.
Dude, on MTV,
He
yeah.
just hosted the VMA Awards.
He's not even fucking, like, he's the Italian dude. You've seen him, dude.
He basically just went up there and was just like, you know, like you millennials, you people, just like you want everything to be so safe and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
He's kinda
Of
like,
course
oh,
they're not gonna
I didn't
laugh
see.
at
I didn't
it.
see the clips.
Oh
I
no!
didn't see the
If
clips.
you
Was
can
it
watch the
funny?
clip.
He ain't Dave Chappelle.
It's a little funny. He was kind of making more points, like you know what I mean. Like
Right,
people
right,
are killing
right.
comedy, like you know.
But it's true. It's true if you really think about
And
it.
it was very interesting to watch though, because that was not his fan base at all.
Right.
you know? His specials are great though, man. You know.
His last
He's
one,
really
I
good.
fucking.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
I
I
couldn't get through
snoozed
the
on the
whole
last
thing.
one.
Yeah,
I
I did.
snoozed
I
on
tried to watch it like fucking a couple times. I just
Yeah.
couldn't fucking.
Yeah, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you see some shit and be like, oh man, this is gonna.
No, his last few
Yeah,
ones
yeah.
are good, dude.
I got a short
Good.
attention span sometimes too.
Dude, for everything now, dude, my shit is just like, I try to sit down and watch something, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm on my phone. I do this. I do this just because it changes. Just because it's something to fuck. It's horrible. It's horrible.
It's so addicting, dude. Like,
it's fucking horrible.
We've been addicted to like so many drugs, but
dude,
this fucking
the worst.
thing, forget about
this
it.
is the worst.
It's the worst.
All day long. Worst fucking thing.
It might not destroy my life, but it's taking my
Might be the
time.
worst thing for white people.
Yeah, no,
It's taking my time. Oh, come on, can I see you
For
on that phone
hours,
all
I
the
watch
time?
you breaking balls playing a
fuck
stupid
you.
fucking game.
He's on
You know what I
Grindr
mean?
swiping right.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, that's just time you could be doing other shit. But you're like, I don't want to do other shit. I want to just fucking.
Yeah, if I'm
do
depressed,
Yeah, and I'll be thinking about,
But
I'll be
that's what
thinking
I'm
about
saying,
something,
like,
be in
it's-
my own little world, and
it's
all of a
easy
sudden
to
I
me-
reach for the phone.
Yes,
and I kill that moment.
It's like a
It's
fucking. It's like smoking a cigarette almost. It's a fucking like a nervous fucking thing. Like, oh, fucking
Yeah,
look at my
yeah.
phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can't
okay.
even talk to some people sometimes without them like picking up the phone.
No, because they're all getting
You know what I
socially
mean?
fucking
Yeah,
awkward
yeah,
too, and
yeah.
they're like, "Oh, is a lull in the conversation? Let me look at my phone." You know, I get it. You
Yeah,
know?
who cares?
Why are you being such a fag?
I mean, you'll see me on my phone sometimes when I just want to avoid people. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah. You look,
Lately,
you
I've
look
been getting
like
that shit a
don't
lot
talk to
lately.
me. You know?
If I don't
Yeah,
answer my
it's,
phone now, I get called. I get told that I'm doing it on purpose and shit. I'm like, look, because the biggest thing for most people is they'll always say you always have your phone, and that's true to a certain extent. You can have your phone, but doing a whole bunch of other shit, and you ain't paying attention to your fucking phone.
Well, you gotta have your phone on you at all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
have your phone
know
when you
what I mean?
take a
Yeah,
shit.
but that doesn't mean that you're checking your calls and shit.
Hey, people do everything with the phones nowadays. They order food, fucking, they order pussy,
everything. Yeah,
everything.
pretty much.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
I could, like, if I'm busy, if I'm in the middle of something on my phone and I get a call, depending on what the fuck is going on, I could very well just ignore the call. I could very well just ignore the
I don't
text
even
message.
ignore calls really. Honestly, like I'll get caught up in shit. Like I'll throw my headphones on, listen to music.
Yeah, but you don't get the fucking thing doesn't go like ding, fucking.
No, I usually
start
have
ringing.
my phone on silent. I'm a comic, so nine times out of 10 I'm at some place where I got my phone on vibrator silent or
No,
whatever,
you're right
so I'm
about
not even
that.
listening to the shit. And if the shit does buzz, it has to be like in my
Yeah.
hand or on my
right.
Yeah,
ass.
at nighttime I don't really fuck with my phone. It's always during the day.
It puts
Yeah,
it puts
it's
itself
all
to
day.
sleep.
It's all
It's
day
all
while
day.
I'm waiting to go up.
I don't even,
It's
I
like,
don't even
you know what
touch
I
my
mean?
phone really when I'm waiting to go up.
No, like when I get there.
I don't really
and shit,
fuck with
when
it.
I get
Unless I'm
there.
looking at notes or something, I don't fuck with any social media.
Bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I think like, but that's the thing. Like I get strung out. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, it's just like wasting fucking time. You know, and it's just like, and when I'm not fucking like when I'm doing something, I'm thinking
What do you
about
think? What do you
wasting
think is
time.
gonna happen next though? Like, what's the next Facebook and Instagram? Like,
I don't know. TikTok?
No.
No, it's
what-
too for
what-
kids.
Like how? I mean, where else can we go with this?
I don't know, dude. They
I don't
already
know
got
either.
facial recognition and shit. What's the next thing? You gonna hook a computer up to my dick
gonna
and see
be-
how many
it's gonna be
strokes I get in a
Bender.
night? Like, who fucking knows?
They have that. It's called the Stroke Master 2000.
By Benford Tools.
You can get that sharper image
Sharper image.
of Brookstone.
I actually need some. I need some clippers. I need some clippers that's going to do the job for me. I like
Some
to keep my,
clippers?
yeah.
For
I need
what?
something that's going to keep.
Yeah,
me
dude,
trimmed.
you gotta get a good pair of clippers though. You don't want to get like $20.
No, I want to get the. I want to
to
get the clippers that's not going to
I
nick your
use the
balls.
same clippers that I use on my head on my balls.
That's
Yeah.
your problem. That's why. That's why your nose looks like a dick and your chin looks like an anus. It's just-
My
it's
nose
bad.
looks more like a clitoris, don't you think?
No, you're Italian.
I don't know who we were fucking.
I don't have
Who
a
are
tiny
you
big
fooling?
nose. I got like a
You got a nose like that
a
kid
fif-
from the snow.
No, I tell you, I got a nose. My nose identifies as a 15-year-old clitoris.
I'm just wondering why the fuck
Think
you
you're
know what a
catfishing
15-year-old
motherfuckers.
clitoris looks like, dude. That's
Because he was
Pretty
15.
cool.
I don't know. You didn't see clitoris at 15?
Yeah, no, he had a
15
clitoris at
before?
15.
Actually, when I was 15, I don't think I knew what the clitoris was.
it was
No,
you.
stop.
It
I
was
didn't.
you.
I don't understand. I was just focused on the pussy.
That's
Pussy
a good
is-
point.
Pussy is not what it used to be, dude. I'm all set.
It's the same as it ever was.
Bullshit.
It's just a little more cleaned up. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh no,
yeah.
no, no, no.
There was
Pussy is not
always
cleaned up now.
a bush.
So you
It
think pussy is
depends.
better? You think pussy is better now as at the age that you're at now, or when you were younger?
No, it was better when I was younger because it was new.
No, nigga, you fuck a bitch tomorrow is new.
Yeah,
but it's just
good.
the whole thing coming was new. Like,
No. We're saying like veterans, like we've been doing this shit forever. Like, come on, dude. Listen.
I'm talking when you're a fucking kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been coming for a minute before I got laid. You know what I mean? I knew how to come.
It's coming on itself.
Yeah, just coming everywhere. Just fucking come.
Coming on his stomach like a filthy animal he is.
You know?
That was funny how Chappelle was like, "What's more threatening, like a guy who has come on his stomach?"
Yeah, he's tired of looking shit.
That's the most least
like
threatening
just
thing.
running down. Like, it's great.
It's like hot butter on a pancake.
No, for real though. I don't know. Whatever. I don't even care.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Y'all white niggas be talking about crazy shit. I don't even.
It's not, dude. It's not. It's only because they do this to us. Like they fucking just. It's everywhere. When something happens, do you know what I mean? So it's not like I don't watch the local news ever. Like I don't watch the
Bust
news.
a nut on your stomach tonight in front of some bitches, and guess what's gonna happen? Nothing.
I mean, depending on where I do that, something could happen.
Might end up on TMZ.
Yeah, like I can't just go to
TMZ for what?
McDonald's.
Kenny
I can't go to
Capozzi
McDonald's
busted-
and fucking go up to like a booth of women and be like, "Hey," and come on my chest, like, and that's not. I'm gonna get arrested.
Yeah, but that's indecent exposure.
So how do you suggest that I bust?
What would the setting be?
That it's not indecent
Hotel just
exposure.
invite some bitches over, just like.
Yeah, it's advice black bitches like.
But
like,
why
I got some
would I
Henny,
want
I
to
got some
just
weed.
do that?
Like you can't do that shit around no black women. You know that, right? You know what that looks like. Like you be like, yo,
They'll
like,
probably just start laughing.
They be like, yo,
Depends on the like what.
Yeah, just think about it. Hey, baby, what's up, boo? Hey, why don't you come over to the hotel room? We're gonna be drinking and shit, parlaying. We're gonna be chilling, kicking it and shit. They get over there like, okay, my nigga, this shit lit. Where the Henny? They drinking and shit. They feeling good. And next thing you know, that nigga's like, he pulls his dick out and starts like rubbing one out to bust one on his stomach. Them bitches. First off, them bitches is gonna be like, the fuck, my nigga. That nigga might get robbed, or they gonna clown the shit out of him. Look at this little pink dick, little bitch ass dick. They gonna clown the shit out of him. They gonna roast him.
Well, it can either go north or south. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Or he could be that smooth. He's just talking.
Well, like
a lot
what
of
Tim
them.
King was saying tonight, isn't it the shame
the other
that
one.
you look for?
Yeah, it's not a kink if there's no shame involved.
Yes. I think that makes sense.
That was funny how I was doing like a little bit of crowd work on the people in the front.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, don't fight.
Yeah,
It doesn't go too far.
That was probably the best I've seen Timmy.
Yeah, that was good.
Good shit. Definitely good.
Yeah, he'll
shit.
get up there like the past few times I've seen him, he'll just get up there and he'll just stand up there and just be quiet and just be like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, dude.
For like 3 minutes, it's like, come on.
That's why I did that when I first got on the
serious?
night. I was like,
it's funny for the first minute, but like,
But like, you're like, dude, he's just committed to it.
How much time do I have left? You got 4 minutes left, dude.
Shit.
Oh, fuck.
He does that every time. Yeah. Like, how much time do I have left?
You didn't like me early, right?
No, I don't let anybody. It's always loose at the moment.
Yeah.
What they're talking about right now is...
Because I was up there and it was just like, it was rough tonight,
The
you know what I
comedians
mean?
get
And
on
I was like,
stage.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday night at the
and then I
gutter
seen
mic.
the light and I was like,
Gutter mic at the
fucking
Ante.
minute left.
Someone
Whew.
gives the other person the light to get
Yeah.
the fuck off the stage. So that's what he's talking about. Just so you guys have context. But on the bigger and better shit, y'all almost fought a homeless woman last night. That shit was real. I almost fought a homeless woman last night because she was mad. She was wild disrespectful.
Where was this?
In Cambridge, as always.
Central Square?
Central Square.
I love Central Square.
Homeless capital, my nigga. That shit was crazy.
So what happened? What was this about?
So she kept on walking. She was walking up and down the block the whole night. The whole night she was walking up and down the block. But then she wanted to touch niggas and shit. And when you a regular nigga, you don't want homeless niggas to touch you like that.
Especially if they have dirty hands.
Oh yeah, you don't know where the fuck her hands been at. Like
Yeah,
she's doing this shit. She's doing this, and she's like trying to
Picking
give,
cigarettes up off the ground.
yeah, like trying to make a whole cigarette type shit. She's like giving backhanded dap, like with the back of her hand and shit. I'm like, bitch, look, just don't touch me. So she walks up to me or whatever. She's like, excuse me, sir. I'm hungry. I want a little food. You got some money? I can get me a hot dog. They don't even make hot dogs no more. I said, 7-Eleven is right there. You want a hot dog? These motherfuckers invented this shit. Like, I don't know.
She's like, I don't want no hot dog. I want that dick.
Wasn't nothing like that.
But
the crazy shit like about it was, is like I felt bad, and I had mad change in my pocket. Like, I had been spending money out there. You know how like you just end up with fucking mad
enough change for a hot dog?
I had like $4 in my pocket of change.
That's enough for a hot dog. 2 hot dogs and a big
that's a good meal for her. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, look, shorty.
So
I went to give her the change or whatever. She tried to snatch it out of my hand. I was like, look, but you want all the money or whatever? Or you just want a little bit of it? She took it, then looked in her palm, said 1, 2. I don't want this shit, and got frustrated and gave me back the money. I was like, you mad because you can't count the fucking change?
She gave her $4, dude. She should have left it.
My nigga, she gave the change back and was like,
happy as shit.
She was like, fuck you, nigga. And I was like, you have a good night, man. She was like, you have a bad one, you fat bitch. And then she kept it pushing. I was like, you evil motherfucker. That's why I don't help niggas out. Like, I'm not doing that shit.
She didn't want them coins. She wanted them bills.
She probably could count, but you probably just couldn't in the state she was in. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like, do you ever be like too fucked up and just like, ah.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She sounded real zombie-ish.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's
like,
full of zombies.
She was like when you
out there.
When you be high or whatever, motherfuckers just be saying shit that makes no sense whatsoever.
No, dude, that whole place, they're fucking.
She was like, window washer fluid in my radiator, and I was like, what? The fuck are you talking about right now? She was like, Fat Sam, you dyke motherfucker. I was like, what? Who are you talking to? And I told her, I was like, look, man, she got wild disrespectful after she called me a fat bitch. I was like, yo, you serious right now?
After she called you a fat bitch, she got wildly disrespectful.
After she called me a fat bitch, I was like, yo, fuck out of here, my nigga. Like, stop playing with me, yo. And then so she came back. She came back and was like, nigga, I'll pop you. I was like, I can't make this shit up. This shit was like too much. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
You're cooked. You're cooked, fam. I'm all set.
Was everybody around there too?
Yeah, it was all. White people were scared and shit. They were like, "Hey, D, man, don't fuck with her, dude. She's gonna. She can have a gun.
She's strapped." I said, "Nigga." It's like she would have been sold that.
Yeah,
she ain't all.
I'm not worried about that shit, man.
That shit would have been gone.
Like, you're tripping right now. What do you think this is? Yeah, that's just crazy, dude. Fucking nuts. We're waiting for Shawn to come back before we start this next time. Oh, you didn't bring it? Okay.
That's what I was saying.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, this bitch ain't got no fucking pistol. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. She was looking like she looked like Miss Cleo and shit. Little short black woman. She had a little turban on. Then the other crazy shit was I'm at a mic last night, and I can't stand when people do shit that just don't make no sense, or they say shit that's kind of ignorant, but they don't realize it's like kind of dumb. So there was a woman that was up there, whatever, and just to put this in context, I'm just gonna tell the story, whatever. There's a girl up there, whatever. She's like, so I was hanging around these black girls. What do you think she was?
Is this Caitlin Sophia?
No, listen. What do you think she was?
White.
She was black. See, that fucked y'all head up right there.
Well, the way you said it.
Because that's exactly how she said it.
Right.
That fucked my head up. I was like, has this bitch been brainwashed? What is wrong with her?
What did she say next?
She goes.
This is like fucking what is it? The Jerk, Steve Martin, the Jerk. He's like, I was born a poor.
I can't make this shit up. She was like, so I was hanging out with these black girls, right? And I was like, what? Bitch.
And she's black?
I was like, do you know that you're black and you don't have to reference that you was talking to black people?
Maybe, why did she set it up like that? Did she want to give the crowd a representation of what black people, like what the black friends she was hanging out with?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
no.
You know,
maybe she was maybe she grew
or
up
was
in
she just making a
Marblehead
joke?
She was black, but she grew up with white people.
No, but
maybe she grew up in like Saugus or Marblehead or something.
I don't know. That shit was crazy. I was just like,
yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
just a token black girl in the community.
Because if you were like, I was like, oh, so I went out with my fucking Puerto Rican friends, you'd be like, oh, did you stab somebody?
If you're a white guy,
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's already like a connotation.
If you're a white guy and you're describing who you hung out with, that's totally different. But a white guy is not going to say, hey, I was with these white guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't make no fucking sense. You don't hear black people saying, hey, I was with some black people. Nigga.
It sounds like she doesn't identify as being black.
No, definitely not.
This is identity
black.
Did
politics.
she have her hair straightened out and stuff like?
No, she had dreads. She had dreads. She was culturally appropriate.
Exactly. Exactly. That's exactly what the fuck was going on. My nigga, she had poetic justice braids.
Oh, shit.
I was like, that shit fucked my head up. She had poetic justice braids. And then she said, so I was hanging out with these black girls. And I was like, what?
All right, so does anyone want to it though? Did you remember the rest of the joke?
There was no joke.
Maybe
to
she
it.
was white and just really tanned.
No.
And you were just high as shit.
No. No. Definitely not.
No.
No. She was black. She's Indian, niggas. Like, she's black.
Indian? How is Indian black?
What?
Yeah, I thought Indians were like
Indians
Indian.
black?
Indians, any shade darker than white people is black.
He's right.
Considered black.
You were just saying.
No. He's right in a way.
No, it's
like
that's
he's
people
right
of color.
in a way.
People of color. Yeah.
No, not people of color. It's just it's
No,
the same
like
shit.
like look at Henny, dude. Like when they like think of the cops looking at Henny, he's black.
Oh yeah. He's dark skinned.
Right.
But he's Dominican.
The
You know what I mean? He's
right.
Dominican.
But that's not Indian.
No. But
No, but when
you could be
when you're telling me she's black, I'm thinking
there's
she's
dark skinned Indians,
Yeah, but
Yes, there is dark skinned Indian.
but she's not Indian like Native American.
no, you mean like India, like
Native
India?
Americans aren't Indian.
I don't know what she's raised.
Wait a second.
She's raised white.
Right.
She was adopted. She's raised white, but
No, that
she don't
makes sense.
identify as black until you get a gun in your face. Or some crazy shit.
Yes. But
Until the cops pull you over.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Right, you know what I'm saying?
but that's like a fucked up situation to be in because now
man.
you're with your people and your people are like, well, you're not black.
Well, it just
you know
fucked
what I'm saying?
It just fucked my
Dude,
head up.
black people are just as racist. This shit's so funny when you're like
Yeah,
talking
no
about like Nigerians or other people are like, you're black when like DACA
of course.
is like a
That's
crazy.
regular
You know
shit.
what I mean?
Yeah. But that's
I think it's funny.
That's of course you do. That's
I just think it's funny as a whole. Every which way it goes.
That's internal within the race. It's like being Bloods or whatever, and you getting mad at another blood nigga. Like it's just, it's something within our own culture and our own identity where we hate ourselves, where we don't like a lighter shade person and we shit on a darker shade person because.
Well, don't you think even an experience, like you take a guy like from like fucking South Africa or something, right? Like grew up there and now he's here. Do you know what I'm saying? Or as a black from black.
But they don't fuck with Americans, period. Especially American blacks.
I don't know. I shit on everybody.
Oh yeah, me too.
But I tell you, I mostly hate other white people.
Of course,
the most.
Oh yeah, the fucking.
Yeah, that's true. But you'll never hear a white person say, "So I was hanging with these white guys." It just sounds crazy.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
No. Yeah.
It's just
like why would you have to? That's what's weird to me is like why would you have to be telling this story where you labeled your friends something? Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't even think they were friends. I think
well, you might have to because like if I was just hanging out like with my Chinese friends in Chinatown, I'd be like, I was hanging out with these Chinese motherfuckers.
That's the thing.
And this is what happened.
But
just
you're
to
white.
set the setting of what your environment, who you're with, what's going on.
But you're not gonna say the same race as you, though.
No, exactly. Yeah.
No.
That's the weird shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, you're black, right? I didn't say that to her, but I was just like, come on.
No, but it must have fucked with your head, and then you went home later and just like...
Yeah, I was just thinking about it.
Just beat off over it anyway.
I actually did. And it was quite enjoyable. I was like, man, these fucking black girls are just... Wow.
Like this black dick.
Wow. This is awesome. These fucking...
I don't care what you think you are.
Right. I don't want to smoke.
No, I mean, I'll fuck you anyway. I don't care what you think you are.
What's up with that other shit? You're like, about the Paul Mooney.
Paul Mooney's in the fucking news. TMZ broke the story.
With all this, taking a little break.
Yeah, he took a break from all his shows and shit.
Hasn't Paul Mooney been on a break for a minute now?
Paul Mooney's a legend, dude. No,
well, I know he's a legend, but I didn't know he's out there.
You think he's not out there doing little clubs or whatever and they're getting paid $500, $600, $700 every show? Like, it's Paul Mooney, dude. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was riding with Richard Pryor. And come to find out, he was fucking Richard Pryor's son in the ass.
That's
I don't know if that's exactly what it was.
Allegedly.
And we don't know how old this boy was at the time.
He was old enough to remember.
He was a teenager. He said a teen.
Yeah.
As a teenager.
Yeah.
That could be consensual.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm wondering, Shawn. And I was like, oh, is he gay? He was like, he is now. Like, I don't think it works like that.
Paul Mooney.
Listen to what you're saying, though. You're saying that your friend, it's okay for your friend to fuck your son?
No, you fucking bent. Well, dude,
If my son agrees.
Yeah. You had a certain.
You would be cool with your friend
Eventually,
that you grew up with, that seen the birth of your son probably. Fuck the.
No, that's fucked up, dude.
That's what I'm saying. That's just in that aspect. If it wasn't a molestation,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what we're talking about here. You're talking about like something that's like later in life. You know what I mean? Like, is that what we're talking about? Or like the same thing like with a daughter, like, you know what I mean? Or eventually they're gonna.
Would you let your friend
have sex?
Let's be real. Would you let your friend fuck your daughter?
If they were like fucking 30,
if you and Shawn Sarro
20,
grew up
If they're
together,
the same age.
Yeah.
Like
listen to what it is that I'm saying. If you guys grew up together, you guys are best of friends.
right?
Would you let your boy fuck your child?
I don't know.
Listen to what you're saying, man.
When you know how I'm gonna fuck your child.
Yeah, and then it's like, Dad, I wanted you to come to the wedding. I really want you to come to the wedding.
See, this is something that you could say, no, easy, right? But like even the way you're standing now, and the way I'm talking like at a later time in life. You're talking like at either fucking like a 12-year-old.
No, I'm talking about later on in life. I don't give a fuck.
So you don't care if like you were like 50. Right?
And my friend is 50.
And your friend's 50 and say your
and
kid's
my daughter
like 25.
And my daughter's 25.
Fuck that
25.
shit. Fuck that shit.
You mean to tell me you would be cool?
I'm tapping out.
What if
I'm tapping out.
You mean to tell me you'll be cool with your friend?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Nigga, I'm telling you right now, I would eat that nigga's face.
I don't know.
It wouldn't be a question. Are you kidding me? Think about that shit. That's deep. If a mother,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking a little deeper than you are. You're just acting on pure reaction on the thing.
No.
And I'm saying, like, say fucking.
I'm saying
this is like a Scarface moment. You know what I mean?
I understand what you mean as far as like they're consensual, but it's not even about that alone. What it's about for me.
Oh, that's probably going to ruin the relationship between me and my friend all day.
See, but white
dude.
people don't care about relationships or if they get ruined and shit. The relationship get ruined as a white person, they're like, oh, fuck it, whatever. Like, I've seen stories where a white guy or whatever or marry his daughter's best friend and be like, you know, I don't give a fuck or whatever.
All right, so that's
crazy
what I'm
shit
saying.
like that, right?
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
That's okay. White people are not having that shit, bro. If I fuck around and quit Lakeisha and then go fuck with her sister Shamika, oh man, it's gonna be some smoke in the city. That bitch is gonna gun for me for life. And she ain't gonna be like, oh, I'm with this shit like this.
Yeah, it's gonna
like, white people sit down and have dinner with each other.
Divide.
What about if you ended up like marrying Shamika?
No.
Like what her sister
It's definitely gonna divide the family for a while.
What do you think?
She'd still be trying to fuck you, kid, and take you back. That's
Well,
what would
that's
happen.
what
That's what. Now it's a love triangle, dude. And
Yeah,
then you're just getting divorced and married, divorced and married.
Fuck you and shit. Just like, well, I'm saying we keep it in the family. And then next thing you know, you got a whole fucking crazy mess on your hands.
Well, that's fucked up, dude.
But you got mad bitches.
Hold on. They'll keep it in the family, but they'll get mad if a friend fucks one of them.
Right. That must be in West Virginia somewhere.
Yeah, we don't like no outsiders.
We don't want no outsiders up in here.
Fucking with the DNA pool.
Oh man, that's grimy. That is. Ugh. But Paul Mooney, you are a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good, Paul.
That shit is like
you're taking a leave of absence.
And not only that, but dude, like you know how many comedians. This is the crazy shit though. This is what's really sad, honestly.
He's so influential. That's what's
He's so
sad.
influential to comedians and like people will actually ignore that shit.
Like I'm ignoring it because I don't know if it's true.
No,
yeah, exactly.
I understand.
Exactly.
At this point, it's
feel.
just an accusation or whatever the case may be. I understand it, but it's like what happened to Bill
I'm gonna
Cosby.
sit there. I'm gonna sit back and just be like, "Well, what did Richard Pryor's son do?"
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Dude, that's fucked up. I say that shit in the fucking that joke where I'm like, fucking. He's like, oh, the kids are calling me gay, and I'm like, what'd you do? And it's just like shit.
No. Keep doing your shit.
I know, dude. But it's just
Keep
like
doing your
like
shit.
people hear that and be like, oh, and I've been doing that shit before.
A lot of people
get
get deterred when they hear you know how many times I've written something or said something or whatever that I came up with, and then I hear somebody else say it or whatever, or I see it. Like, yo, no bullshit, I wrote down on this shit, and then all of a sudden it was a meme. And I was just like, because it's not that one person just has one unique idea. A lot of people or whatever come up with the same shit. Same ideas, same premises and shit. But there's a person that's going to be able to get it out there first. You know what I mean? Like, but the way you have to be unique is you have to do something in a way that nobody else can recreate it.
Yeah, that's why I just do it about me.
It's hard right now because any premise is like
it's
kind of unoriginal. It's
imagine,
that's why you have to add to it.
Imagine comedy 100 years from now.
From now, yeah, I'll forget.
A comedy 100 years from now,
it's got to be like your voice.
It's going to be robots. Like, what do you mean? Alexa's telling jokes
they'll
right
definitely
now,
be. Yeah.
My nigga.
But it's nothing's gonna
Siri,
change. Dude, it's the purest fucking thing.
What's this? Siri tells jokes now.
Did the 0 say to the 8? Nice belt.
Siri, tell me another joke. Siri, tell me another joke.
Geraldo, can the fucking...
Where did look?
When the police showed up, they asked, what did they look like? The sloth says, I don't know. It all happened so fast.
It's fucking brutal, dude. That's
crazy.
Brutal. You're
gonna
listen. That's like Shawn telling jokes for an hour.
That was a racist joke.
That bitch serious. That bitch is serious. Like, you think comedy 100 years from now is gonna be? Nigga, if I could tell Siri to tell me a joke right now, and she does the shit in that little fucking computer voice, imagine they're gonna have little Chinese voices, little African voices.
Yeah, definitely.
Comedy 100 years from now is just gonna be a bunch of memes. Because you're not going to be able to say anything, because everything's going to be so offensive.
No. It's not even that. I think 100 years from now, whatever, the term comedian is going to mean something totally different.
I don't know, man.
It's going to be something to do with the computer.
It's going to be something to do with the Communist Party.
It's going to be something totally different. It's going to be crazy. Imagine this shit. Nigga, Bernie Mac, not how long ago?
Bernie Mac,
how long ago?
Bernie Mac 2020.
Bernie Mac 2076. 2076, a fucking computer animation's gonna come out and be like, I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. And then it's gonna be so crazy. They're gonna have collard greens to feed the fucking robots and shit. Like, this is gonna be crazy.
That's why. He's like, yeah, just because they're black, you gotta feed them collard greens.
You didn't think that those might have just been computer chips.
No, robots don't need to eat.
It's too much weed. I've been smoking too much weed.
Oh, shit.
That's all that was.
He's like, nah, he made it all black, though, dude. He's like, yeah, you're going to feed those black robots.
I violated the black community with that bullshit right there.
Fuck them black robots.
Okay. Y'all laughing a little bit too hard at this shit. Dude,
they're not people. They're just fucking robots. So what if
they have no feelings?
I'm gonna ask our audience members.
They'll be programmed into feel by that time, and then people will be like, "You can't fucking hurt them.
If you want to
can't hurt them. They got feelings."
Capozzi and Shawn Sarro at the same time. Write it down in the comments section below.
No, but you don't need to feed robots. You probably just have to charge them.
Right.
Yeah. Unless you're gonna feed them electricity.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a 40 ounce of electricity. Let me stop. That's kind of fucked up. But anyway,
but it would hold true for all of them. They'd all take a 40 ounce.
They all take a 40. And at this point, so what? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But not many years ago, Bernie Mac was calling little kids faggots.
Not maybe.
No, it's not maybe. It was on the Kings of Comedy.
Andrew Dice Clay.
He was calling kids.
I called Kenny a faggot earlier.
Yeah, but he called.
Yeah, I think I said it to you too.
But Bernie did this on stage, and he was a celebrity. And he called the little kid a faggot. Yo, dude, that shit.
Did he go home and kill himself?
What?
Yeah, but what was the context of it? Now you're taking it out of it.
No, that shit
probably
was
being a
faggot. Y'all don't know Bernie.
No, I know.
Yeah. No, it sounds familiar,
listeners, like, what the fuck?
Sounds familiar.
What are you actually talking about?
No, right, because they dumb too. They don't know.
No, that's just like taking any comedian's joke and just put right in a sentence.
Yeah, you didn't even say a joke.
Yeah,
you just said you didn't even say a
because
joke.
The joke is long.
Like that was the joke. Like that's not a joke.
No, he said he got a little faggot nephew. That's what he said.
Oh yeah, but then he goes on to do a fucking thing
he does
about
a
it
whole
and to
bit
fucking
about
qualify
the shit, right?
the whole
I'm
shit.
milking cooking,
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Yeah.
All the other shit. Could you imagine that robot? And
Like you can't just say that, you know what I mean, without saying the other part.
You want some milk and cook.
It's like Kenny short circuit.
Yeah, that's all. Kenny is actually his 2077 self right now.
My
He's already
27,
been
yeah,
cloning shit.
Yo, have you ever been? You guys
no
go to
feelings.
Stop and Shop?
Yeah, those fucking
They
things.
get those
They're weird
robots
as
in
shit,
Stop and
dude.
Shop.
Yeah,
They have those black
stupid.
robots in Stop and Shop.
They're not black. First off, and second off, they're white because they just follow you around the store. But nah, the thing is,
He's right. He's
nah,
right.
nah,
He's
this
right.
is
Another
the crazy-
Chinese,
this is the crazy shit.
Asian dude.
Right. This is the craziest. They put eyes
They're
on that
tall for
motherfucker.
Asians.
They did, yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
the Asians made them. That's why they made them taller.
Look what technology's taking us, dude. Like,
I'm just saying.
we're at
Yeah,
grocery
I was
stores.
in it the other day, like shopping. And I was like, he was like rolling by me. And I was like, I hope this motherfucker rolls over my feet. This is a lawsuit.
They don't know. They come right at you though. They'll like come and then they'll move a little
They'll
bit.
see you.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. He
And
touches
then
my
fucking-
foot. I'm gonna fall to the
That thing
ground.
fucking touched me. That thing touched me.
Shit was like, you're trash.
Like
Clean
they
up
have
on
to,
aisle
it has
3.
no arms. You're like, I know, I
They're
felt
like, clean
it.
up
Actually,
on
that
aisle
did
3.
happen.
Yeah.
They're like,
They
there's
see a spill, they
there was like
spill.
there's a spill. And
Yeah, but
like,
they
Yeah,
don't
but
clean
yeah.
it.
no, but she was right next to me, and I was looking. I was like, "There's no."
But he's a
spill.
trash
Like,
motherfucker. So as soon as it came into the
He's
aisle and
talking to me
seen
like-
Shawn, it was like, clean up on aisle 6. This trashy motherfucker out of here. That's funny. I can't stand niggas with fucked up laughs like that.
That's crazy.
Who does that?
It's
Retarded
like
people?
the lion
That's
from the
horrible.
Wizard of Oz.
Did you just say you said
It's like
you
the
couldn't do
lion
that?
from the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's yo. If I do impersonations all the time, and my favorite
Oh,
impersonation
lion?
of all time
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
lion
yeah.
from the Wizard of Oz. Here it goes right here. I fight you with one hand tied behind my back. What did you do that for? I wasn't gonna hurt him or nothing.
Put him up.
Put him up. Put him up. I fight you with one hand tied behind my back. I fight you with a tranny in the backseat of the car. If I were the king of the forest,
Dude, I'm like, that's
Okay,
pretty
I'm
fucking,
just-
that's pretty good.
It's
Recall.
spot on, dude. It's
Yeah, that's
spot
pretty
on.
good recall. I'm
You're
like,
good with them
fucking,
impressions.
Yeah, I'm
You
good.
don't
with
do
that.
them at all on stage.
Nah, not really, not like that. I got a new one now. That I'm doing like a white guy, but that's like typical black shit. But it's a spin on one of my jokes, so I just added it to make like a chunk of a.
to get a little, like,
Yeah,
laugh.
give it some. It's just so like it's the therapy bit, but it's like
You're like, no, this is good,
I go
but
through those
if I
three
just say
things
so
in the
fucking
therapy
white
shit,
people.
but then I flip it and I'm like, oh, what if I started smoking Marlboros instead of Newports? And then I go, how would that therapy session go as a white man? Like, oh, Demetrius, you need to go out this weekend and do some black people shit. I'm like, really? I get to do black people shit? With impunity. Perfect. And then I describe about all the all the black people shit that I do.
What was the first thing you do to start off being black, dude?
So I'm like coming up with mad different tags, but I don't want to be like too disrespectful to black people. You know what I'm saying? So like I think the first tag was just basically
Wait, but you're supposed to be white?
yeah. So
you
in
gotta
other
go-
words,
he's white, he has to
when
go
I
out
go
to
to
do black
shows and I
people
do
shit.
shows or whatever, and I say, oh, white people do this. White people get tired of hearing that shit. They don't want to hear that shit all the time, but they also want to hear some shit that they can do. So as a white guy, if a white guy was up in front of your face and was telling you all the black shit he was doing, what would it sound like? What would it be like? What kind of black shit would he be doing? So one of the tags I had was Sarro, and I do this like stupid ass white voice. I'm like, Sarro, the first black thing I did, I went down to the corner store and decided to make a few extra dollars and sold Lucy cigarettes. But I almost got choked the fuck out to death. This is bullshit, man.
It's like a Dom Smith impression.
Right. I actually once sat down in the movie theater to hear the mother. Yeah. That's my dude. Shout out Don Smith. He's with Comedy Hype right now down in Atlanta doing this motherfucker. One, two, this, I izzle. You know what I'm
But
saying?
what would you think the first black thing that you should do? I probably think
If
you
you're
should
a white guy,
go
don't ask me the question. I'm black.
Go to a black church on Sunday. That's the whole experience right there. First
that's
experience.
That's a good one. What would you do if you
just drop N-bombs right off the rip when somebody changed it with you?
God damn.
No. You're asking. No. Just because that would be the most typical white shit to say, dude. To be like, to be like, no. Listen. That gets it, dude. That gets it right there. Because you're like, oh, I could do shit with immunity now. You're a white guy, right? This is like.
Someone's gonna say the
you're a white guy. No.
Yes,
Okay, listen. Okay, that's not what. So listen. In the first part of the joke is my white therapist tells me to go out and do white people shit, right? So the first white thing I went and did, I walked in the grass with no shoes on.
Yeah, I know. That's
right, you know that whole shtick or whatever. But
so you're black doing.
I'm a white guy now, doing black people shit. The first thing I'm going to do is not just say nigger. Because there's a million other black things you could do or whatever. Yeah. Like the first thing he said was go to church on Sunday.
That just takes 2 seconds, dude. It takes 2 seconds to say that right off the rip. That's the most thing that people are gonna fucking get pop.
What you just said.
100%.
But what he just said was go to church on Sunday. And it's like, why would you want to go to church on Sunday? Because at this moment, I realize that black people love to eat after church. Because they do.
It's an all-day event, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's just like, nigga, you think Catholic shit be long, nigga. It's really not. Catholic shit don't really be that long.
Are we promoting the church now?
No,
on
definitely
And I got a podcast.
It's the St. Lazarus Church.
What church are we promoting?
I don't know. Address is over at
yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
North Main Street, Brockton.
Yeah, that shit. Fuck that. But yeah, I guess if you can do that or whatever, I'll add some shit to it or whatever, and I'll tweak it around, and it'll come out the way it's supposed to. But you know, it's just the process of writing jokes. But I try to flip shit and do different creative shit. That's it. You know, I appreciate the input though.
I'd say that. I would say that like you don't have to say it like I said it, but I would say it right, like just give it right back to the guy.
Yeah, just throw it back out there, like yeah. That would be fun.
And then move on to the church thing or whatever.
Oh yeah,
I just think that's easy.
So what would the first black thing that you would do?
Besides saying
I know
like a real thing. Like I don't know.
You didn't say what you would
I'd probably go to a barbecue.
I'm black.
I'd go to a barbecue.
No, but if you
that's
white,
perfect.
That's what I
would
do.
That's perfect.
If I would go to a barbecue.
Because a white person barbecues.
You gotta go to the right
barbecue.
You're
white.
You're going to a black barbecue.
I'm going to a black barbecue. I'll be fine. I'm gonna go drink and eat, and it's gonna be a good time.
Be a fucking good time. You're a white guy. And
that's what I'm doing.
And your therapist tells you to go out and do black people shit. So it makes sense to go to a black barbecue and then have that white bitch call the police on you. That's the black shit.
Yeah,
that's the twist on.
This is like I see what you're saying.
You understand? So I just flip it around or whatever, and he just realizes that fuck that. I'd rather just be white. At this point, I had more fun doing white people shit than I've ever had doing black people shit. This was bullshit.
See, now you sound like that chick you were talking about. You like fully committing to the role. Like she didn't
she didn't commit to the role. She was just random. Nigga, she just started doing comedy. So it's not like, you know what I mean? She had like a deep premise and a deep thought to the shit.
He's like, yo, fuck that bitch. She doesn't think she's black. And then he's like, I really want to be white.
No. I'm not saying I want to be white. I said, how would it go? How would the situation occur if I was white and my therapist told me to go out and do some black people shit? It's just a fun. It's just a.
So you want me to go rob a store?
Right. So I can say all the disrespectful
carjack some motherfucker.
Yeah, who the fuck doing
sell some drugs?
No, not over here.
First off, white people were selling the drugs. Second off, what black
niggas is just
that's
what
black carjacking motherfuckers over here? That's like LA.
It's pushed to start now, nigga. Like niggas ain't out here.
Yeah, that's why you gotta rip somebody out of the car.
Yeah, it's not happening. We live in Boston.
No, I didn't say it was.
Carjackings are not.
I bet there's one not so long ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like one every. It's a major
There's
city.
There's really no cool cars to jack. Like if you're like
it's
LA,
more that when they carjack here, it's like a fucking escape plan. It's like a gone wrong.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like get out, I gotta go.
I gotta go. They put a needle to your throat or some shit.
Yeah, something. You know what I mean?
And then they fall asleep behind the wheel and crash your shit.
It happens.
Whatever, man. It's all good. This is
episode number 84.
Episode 84. Make sure you check us out at Antane, 31 India Street, downtown Boston, for the Gutter Mic
Mondays and Wednesdays.
Mondays at 10 o'clock. Sign up at 9:30, and then Wednesday is 8.
Sign up 7:30.
7:30. You know, make sure you bring your ass there. Tell some jokes. Step out of your comfort zone. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes the best therapy for you is to just get up there and bomb, nigga.
Just take it right in the face.
Take it right in the fucking face.
That's it. Just get it out. Get it out. Get it out of the way.
Yeah. And if you're out there watching or listening, just fucking like and subscribe if you want to stay what's up to date and in the gutter.
Hell yeah.
Whatever the
iTunes, YouTube.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Not Spotify. Spotify.
Yeah,
not Spotify. But you can catch us on iHeartRadio, Podbean, Stitcher.
Yeah,
anywhere. They're everywhere.
We're everywhere. So check us out. And once again, this has been In the Gutter motherfucking podcast.
Right.
It's a nice ass shirt, isn't it?
It's gay.
Sean's all fucking.
Nice shirt.
It's beautiful.
Shawn, Sarro, Kenny Capozzi, and Big D. We're out here.
Later.
Peace.
I thought he had t-shirts, man.
I think I'm about to switch.
I was like, yo, what the fuck you wear shirt?
To be honest with you, I don't think I'll have your size.